Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. He completes it to Julio Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 28 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
7-yard gain on the
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's St. Brown of the jet sweep. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He's brought Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Back at the 16-yard line.
On 3rd down, Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Crosby on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
He's brought down.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Murray. They'll roll him out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Hill. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. They set up the screen to Hill. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Nick Folk for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Packers 10, Panthers 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it,
4 yards
touchdowns.
on the pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down now, it's Hines. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Derek Brown on the stop. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Love from the gun on third down. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Love going to give this one to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
46-yard line.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking deep for Julio. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he stopped immediately there. Taking no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Murray has him knocked loose. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll be stopped up as he can only muster a yard. So 4th down coming up on the other side as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 4th down, Love. It's caught. Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Is good.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Love from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Julio Jones.
On now is the Packers punter. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. Being chased out left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Throwing on first down is Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off around the 41. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that for touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
34-yard line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it with Dillon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
On second down, it's Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
40-yard line.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 33. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
8 inches.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Naeem Hines, 33 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run again with Hines. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 8 yards.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Panthers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Love now. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down. Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their back's against the wall. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Murray. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Murray again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Packers 17-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game, and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.